A friend of mine recently asked me if celebrities keep their celebrity status when they get to the other side. It's a really interesting question. So I had to pause and think about it for a moment. And here's the answer that was channeled to me when it comes to celebrities in the afterlife. There is no doubt that people who reach a celebrity status here on earth have been through multiple challenges. Let's be honest, if you are famous because of your ability to sing, dance, act, or because of your ability to lead, maybe you're a motivational speaker, maybe you're a world famous psychic medium, there is a lot of discipline that happened behind the scenes for you to get to that status. Celebrities are not people who just woke up one morning and everything was handed to them on a silver platter. They have to work very hard at their craft. They have to work very hard to stay up on their game. And the same is true of different athletes. We know that athletes have to stay in good condition, and so they practice pretty much every day. They practice in the off season, and it's really the practice that happens off the court, off of the field, that determines how well they are going to play the actual game, and that's what really matters. So there's actually a lot that we can learn from celebrities, because celebrities are people who are very tuned in to the idea, to the goal, to the dream that they want to achieve. And once they get there, if they want to keep their status, they have to continue practicing. They have to continue networking. They have to continue building up their bodies, staying in shape. They have to stay healthy. So there's a lot of things that they have to do. They don't just get to a certain level in their career and be like, that's enough. I can stop dieting now. I can eat a bunch of crap. I'm not going to go to these auditions anymore. I'm not going to listen to what the coach has to say when I'm on the game because I can do whatever I want. Like, I have arrived. They have to continue to practice, but they have to find different levels to progress too. So celebrities, again, whether it's an author, a motivational speaker, a teacher of some sort, whatever you think of as a celebrity, they have mastered the arts of focus and discipline. And they've also mastered the ability to manifest what they want. Now, it is true that some people get to a certain status through very, I want to say, dirty means. They're not ethical, they're liars, they're deceivers, and they continue to climb that ladder. Obviously, that's not very good. But then we have other people who are ethical, who are honest, who are good, and who do their best to stand in integrity and make good decisions as they climb the ladder of success to whatever it is that they want to reach, to whatever their goal is. So there's a lot that we can learn from celebrities because they've actually reached a level of success that most of us would love to experience, but don't have the discipline to get there. And I know that a lot of people are saying, well, that's not entirely true, because in order to be a celebrity, you have to be at the right place at the right time, you have to know the right people. And I would say that's mostly true, but with the invention of the internet, the world has gotten a lot smaller. And what I mean by that is that we can network with anybody now. Resources are readily available to those of us in first world countries and even third world countries. So if we have a goal, if we have a desire, if we have a dream and we stay focused on it, and we continue to behave in a way that gets us closer to that goal, if we're nice to other people, if we're kind to them, if we continue to show up for practice events, if we continue to go to the right teachers and work with the right mentors, we can get to that place that we want to go to. But with most people, they want immediate gratification, or they allow their excuses to get in the way, or they allow their own self-sabotaging behaviors and poor beliefs to get in the way of the goal that they want to move towards. So they don't move towards that goal, or when they do, it is at a snail's pace. And when they finally do reach a level of success, it's nowhere near as big as what they would like to have. And that's unfortunate for most of us, if we're honest. A lot of people have been through some horrendous times, and a lot of celebrities have been through horrendous times too. But that's not to say that whatever your challenges have been weren't difficult. Of course they were. And a lot of us don't have that same grit that we see in other people, where it's like, come hell or high water, we're going to, bust through it. We're going to continue to show up to acting class, or we're going to continue to show up for, practice and not let the team down. For many of us, if we go through something devastating, those emotions are far too much for us to handle. And so we end up having to take time off. And maybe that time off leads to depression, or maybe it leads to us realizing that that goal we were going after isn't as important to us as we thought it was. Maybe we just change our priorities. Maybe that dream is still a dream of ours, but it's not necessarily what gives us any type of fulfillment anymore. So really, all of us can achieve the success that we want in life. For many people, I don't think they want to be celebrities. I think they would like to have that same level of success as a celebrity, but for example, maybe they don't want all the fame. Maybe they don't want all the attention. Maybe they don't even want all of that money. They want to keep things a little more simple. They want to spend more time with their families. To them, that is what success looks like. They want to lose weight and they want to feel wonderful in their skin, and they're able to achieve that. Well, to them, that is success. So when a celebrity passes away and transitions to the other side, they are not stripped of all of the wonderful things that they achieved. They're not stripped of that. In fact, they're praised for it, because that is what they came to this earth to learn. They came here to learn some form of mastery. And if they got to a celebrity level, then that means they must have succeeded. But they're also judged on how that happened. So did they go through the means of being ethical to get there, or did they take shortcuts, and were they unethical? So those are questions that will be awaiting for them on the other side too. And if they reached a status of being a celebrity through unethical means, that's something they're going to have to answer for, and karma will get them. So now we want to kind of exchange the word success with celebrity, because people who are successful aren't always celebrities. But we're going to go ahead and put them in the same boat, because when you cross over, when you get to the other side, you are going to be praised by many spirits, by many people, by your friends and family, and maybe even strangers on the other side, for all of the wonderful things that you accomplished, for all of the small things you did that helped to make the world a better place, for all the people and lives that you touched, because that was in alignment with what your idea of success is. And you've been through different challenges and difficulties in your life, and that's what you came here to learn. That was part of your lesson, was to learn how to overcome it. And maybe some of you watching haven't overcome your challenges yet. And you know what? That's okay. You're still here, which means there's still time. And when you get to the other side, you'll be acknowledged for that. You'll be recognized and respected for it. And the same is true of celebrities. So when celebrities cross over, they will be recognized, they will be praised, they will be respected for what they did here on earth, because they did accomplish a certain level of mastery. And that's what they were here for. Now, although people aren't exactly praised or recognized for the amount of money that they collected while they were here on earth, they might be praised and recognized and respected for overcoming their false beliefs about money, because those are beliefs that they may have been carrying from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. And maybe in their most previous life was when they overcame all of those false beliefs, and they allowed themselves to rise above those self-sabotaging behaviors and get to a point where they became maybe not even a millionaire or a billionaire. Maybe they just got to a point where they weren't in debt, where they were able to pay their bills on time, where they had some money in their savings account, where they were able to live a really comfortable life and provide for themselves and their family and their friends. And if that's something that they were able to successfully do in that lifetime, but they weren't able to do before, they will absolutely be recognized for that. And other people in the afterlife will notice them for that too. They'll be like, hey, great job. How'd you do that? Was it easier than you thought? Was it harder than you thought? Can you give me some notes? Because I happen to know that when I go back to that hellhole known as Earth, that they're putting me through the same test. So do you have any pointers? Is there anything you can tell me that'll help me when I get there? So celebritydom kind of changes on the other side. So celebrities who cross over, they're still kind of celebrities. They're still going to be recognized, but they're not going to be famous for the reasons that they're famous here. They are going to be recognized and respected, and I don't know if admired is the right word, but we'll go ahead and go with that, because of what they overcame. And because of what they accomplished, but not for the same reasons. See, here on Earth, when it comes to celebrities, people tend to worship them, right? They tend to worship celebrities. They look up to them. They admire them. And really, they do that for reasons that are kind of superficial. And they also do it because they can't necessarily differentiate between the characters that actors and actresses play versus who those actors and actresses are in real life. And we know this is true because I can't remember the actress's name from the Game of Thrones, but the actress who played Cersei actually stopped going to Comic Cons and events like that because when she'd show up to them, people were horrible to her. They'd yell at her, they'd throw things at her. Some people would yell, shame. She was being harassed. And so she stopped showing up to those things. And it's sad because people could not differentiate between who she was as a person and who she was as an actress. So she was getting harassed at these different events. And so that's a problem that we have here in this reality where people don't know the difference between an actor and what they're presenting themselves to be and who they are in real life. People don't really seem to know the difference between somebody who is a great football player or baseball player, but behind the scenes is maybe a rotten person or is very generous and gives to the poor. Like, people don't really see that whole dimension, the whole view of the celebrities that they admire. And so when these celebrities get to the other side, they're praised for something different than what they are praised for here. So I don't know if that's something you've ever wondered. If it is, I hope this answered your question. And of course, if you have a question you'd like me to answer on this channel, you can email me at asknicole@guidingechoes.com. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.